Welcome back to Expresso here on SABC3, your feel-good breakfast show. This man is feeling good because the International CES, otherwise known as the Consumer Electronics Show, is a major technology-related trade show held each January in Las Vegas Convention Center. Now, CES typically hosts previews of electronic products and new product announcements, and Grant Hines is here to give us his highlights of CES 2013. You were quiet the whole time.
Yes!
Good job, buddy.
I wanted to give you a chance because I'm going to be taking over here.
I know you are. I know you are. Okay, so what were some of the highlights of CES for you?
CES is major. 150,000 people pitch up to this event to see the best and latest technology worldwide.
Okay.
So, you know, it's a major event. I'd like to chat about a couple of things that are going to pave the way for technology in the next couple of years. Pretty much. Okay,
let's start off with the first thing that stood out for you.
Okay, OLED was quite a big deal. OLED is organic light-emitting diode TVs.
All right.
It's a technology where it's like a panel for a TV screen. You don't have to have a backlight. So it's very amiable. You can bend it.
Wow.
And because it's very thin and amiable, you can have the blacks looking really dark. And it's going to transform what devices we use television screens on.
Amazing.
So we're going to start seeing it on watches. We're going to start seeing it on small bendable tablets, and that kind of thing. It's the start of something very exciting, and I'd like to see where that goes.
Incredible. Wave to the future. Very nice. Okay, so you are also our gaming guru. What really stood out for you in terms of gaming?
There was a lot of gaming peripherals and devices, but one of my favorite ones is the Oculus Rift. It's a device that acts like a visor that covers your eyes, and a lot of these things have come around. And one of the big problems with visors is that it simulates the experience of being in a cinema, which is not really worth whatever, 10,000 Rand or whatever the device is. So it basically blocks out your peripheral so that your whole vision is completely covered in video games, so the immersion is just 110%.
Wow. Ladies, not only is your man not going to listen to you anymore, he's not going to be able to see you either. My goodness, huh? That's insane. All right, what else stood out for you?
Okay, tablets were also a big deal, naturally. But as we can see, there's a trend that's going to small tablets. So big tablets to small ones. But one thing that was very interesting and very experimental was a Panasonic 4K tablet. And the idea is that it was 20 inches big.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah, it's really big. It's 20 inches big. So it's kind of the size of a screen. So it could also be a screen replacement. And it's extremely powerful because you have a 20-inch size and it's 4K, which is roughly 4 times the resolution of HD. You can do some high-end computing on it.
Insane.
So some Photoshop, some video editing. It's very exciting to see where that could possibly go. It's going to be easier than carrying a notebook around and a little bit slicker. And it can also be a second screen replacement if you've got an office that you want to have multiple screens.
I hope they're not going to make us use that on the show. We'll be standing with these big things over here.
Yeah, like carrying a television around.
Okay, you were talking to me earlier about something that really, really excited you, the Ubuntu phone, apparently.
The Ubuntu phone is thoroughly exciting.
He's holding back right now. He's holding back.
I was going crazy up there. For South Africans, this is going to change a lot of what's going on for us.
Wow.
Mark Shuttleworth, a local guy, obviously he's very famous. He went into space. Very cool dude. Has a company in the UK called Canonical, and they've developed an operating system called Ubuntu for Linux. So it basically replaces Windows or OS on PCs. They've made Ubuntu Phone now.
All right.
And that's coming out later this year. It's an operating system for your phone or tablet that's going to be completely free. It's going to be completely open source, so people who can develop in Linux, which is the operating system language, can make whatever tools they want, and it all stems from South Africa, and it's called Ubuntu, and it shows the legacy and the heritage that we are going to contribute into the tech world into the next couple of years. So that's going to change. Keep your eyes on that, because that could really put a dent in the technology world.
We are taking over the world. Awesome. Okay, so what is Pebble?
Pebble is a smart watch. It's a watch that has a bendable e-ink display, and the idea is that it links to your smartphone. It's a very interesting watch, and it's very exciting. I've got a couple of friends who've already ordered theirs.
What does it do? What makes it so outstanding?
It links to apps on your watch, so it can tell you stuff like the weather and stuff, so you keep your phone in your pocket. And it's very interesting to, from a design perspective, because it's e-ink, so it's very easy on the eyes, and it's really slick looking. But it's also the world's first e-ink watch.
And it also keeps you updated in terms of emails and messages and things like that.
Yeah, you'll see all the notifications that you get on your phone will pop up in your watch, and which is a very interesting premise. And we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm interested to check what people are
Okay, so those were the gadgets. I am very fascinated to know, in terms of cars, what was happening at CES this year.
So Bentley released like a really sweet car with a whole bunch of technology crammed inside of it.
Wow.
One of my favorite bits of technology that's in it is a call. It's a very simple idea. It's a call hands-free kit, but it re-encodes the call quality to sound like CD quality.
All right.
So it's really high-end. We won't see people getting a Bentley anytime soon. You know,
of course,
like but hopefully that technology filters down to regular cars.
So things like your emails and your text messages will actually be read out to you.
Yep, that's cool, and it's going to have like a bendable screen, or at least a curved screen in the front with a whole bunch of the car's specs displayed on it.
So your car now becomes a no-phone zone, and it keeps you safe, and that's really awesome.
Well, it translates your phone information for you so that you can safely use it while driving.
Okay, so what were some of the fails of CES? The weird things that stood out for you?
So being a consumer show, there's obviously a lot of rubbish that gets put out there. Happy Fork was one of them. It's a fork. It's supposed to be a smart fork. Remember, if anything says smart in front of it, it's usually dumb.
Okay, cool.
If it has to clarify that. A smart fork that measures the frequency with which you're eating to help you lose weight.
That's cool.
But you don't need an expensive fork to tell you to stop to eat slower.
I need an expensive fork.
You just need a timer. Come on, like, you know, let's be real. I'm all for technology, but that's ridiculous. And the other one was the iPotty, which was a toilet for kids to help them use the loo when they're starting out.
This man, what?
It docks an iPad. Very nice idea, so the kids can sit and spend more time on the potty. But if they've ever had kids and they realize what happens to a little child when he's on the loo for the first time, you're gonna want a new iPad afterwards.
It's gonna be the iPoo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let us know on our Facebook page, how do you feel about your kids being potty trained with an iPad, hey? That is definitely, we're moving towards the future there. Oh my goodness. Well, Grant, thank you so much for letting us know what happened at CES 2013. Some very interesting, fascinating and exciting things. Now we are going to our kitchen. We're finding out what Jus van Westhuizen likes to eat.